Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the wild world of rugby, a sport that's as brutal as it is beautiful. We're talking about the toughest athletes on the planet, the guys who leave it all on the pitch, and the legends who've shaped the game we know and love. This one's for the fans who know every rule, every player, every try. But even if you're new to the sport, stick around. We're talking about the top 10 rugby players of all time. And don't forget, this video is brought to you by BTN, the leaders in quality sports supplements. We're kicking things off with a legend, Jonny Wilkinson, a name synonymous with rugby excellence and clutch performances. This guy is the definition of clutch. When the stakes were highest, Wilkinson delivered time and time again. Remember that 2003 Rugby World Cup final, England against Australia, the clock ticking down and the score tied? Wilkinson, under unimaginable pressure, slots a drop goal with his wrong foot to win the whole thing for England. It was a moment that will forever be etched in rugby history.
But Wilkinson wasn't just about that one kick. His career was filled with countless moments of brilliance. This guy was a machine, a point-scoring phenomenon. His consistency and precision were unmatched. He's England's all-time leading scorer, a testament to his incredible skill and dedication. And he's held the record for most points in World Cup history. His legacy in the sport is undeniable.
We're talking about a guy who redefined the fly-half position with his tactical kicking, his ferocious defense, and his unwavering dedication. He brought a new level of strategy to the game. He was known for his relentless work ethic, spending hours on the training ground perfecting his craft. His commitment was second to none. You could see the intensity in his eyes, the determination that drove him to be the best, the focus on his face. Every match, every play, he was fully engaged. Wilkinson battled through some serious injuries throughout his career, showing incredible resilience, but he always came back stronger. His ability to overcome adversity was truly inspiring. He even played through a broken shoulder in a test match against South Africa. His toughness was legendary. Jonny Wilkinson, the man, the myth, the legend. His impact on the game of rugby will be remembered for generations to come. Next up, we've got Richie McCaw, the man considered by many to be the greatest open-side flanker to ever grace the rugby field. His presence on the pitch was nothing short of legendary. This guy was an absolute beast, a force of nature who could change the course of a game with a single play. A tackling machine who dominated the breakdown like no other, McCaw was relentless in his pursuit of the ball.
McCaw led the All Blacks, the New Zealand national team, to 2 Rugby World Cup titles in 2011 and 2015. His leadership was instrumental in these victories. He's the only captain in history to achieve that feat, a testament to his unparalleled skill and determination, and he did it with a level of consistency and excellence that's almost unheard of in the sport. His performance was always top-notch.
What set McCaw apart was his rugby IQ. He was a student of the game, always looking for ways to improve. He had an uncanny ability to read the game, to see plays develop before anyone else on the field, to anticipate what was going to happen before it even unfolded, giving his team a crucial edge. McCaw led by example, inspiring his teammates with his work ethic, his determination, and his never-say-die attitude. He was the heart and soul of the team. Richie McCaw, a once-in-a-generation player who redefined what it meant to be an open-side flanker. His legacy will be remembered for generations to come. Now let's talk about Dan Carter, the fly-half who could do it all. From orchestrating plays to executing them with precision, Carter was the epitome of versatility on the rugby field. This guy was a magician with the ball in his hands, a master of attack who could slice through defenses with his speed, his vision, and his pinpoint passing. His ability to read the game and make split-second decisions was unparalleled. Carter is the highest point scorer in international rugby history, and he's widely regarded as one of the greatest fly-halves of all time. His consistency and excellence over the years have set a benchmark for future generations. He was a complete player, equally adept at running, passing, kicking, and even tackling. His versatility made him a formidable opponent and a valuable asset to any team he played for. But what really set him apart was his composure under pressure. Whether it was a crucial kick or a game-changing pass, Carter always delivered when it mattered the most. Carter was a key figure in the All Blacks' back-to-back World Cup victories in 2011 and 2015, and he was named World Rugby Player of the Year a record 3 times. His leadership and skill were instrumental in these triumphs. Dan Carter, the Maestro, the legend. His legacy is not just in the records he set, but in the inspiration he provided to countless fans and aspiring players. He inspired a generation of young rugby players with his skill, his passion, and his dedication to the game. His influence extends beyond the field, shaping the future of rugby for years to come. Let's talk about Martin Johnson, the English captain who struck fear into the hearts of his opponents. This guy was a force of nature, a towering lock forward who led with aggression and an unyielding will to win. He was the heart and soul of the England team that won the 2003 Rugby World Cup, leading from the front with his bone-crushing tackles and unwavering determination. Johnson wasn't just a big hitter, he was a shrewd tactician and a natural leader. He commanded respect on the field, inspiring his teammates to dig deep and push themselves to the limit. Off the field, he was a man of few words, but when he spoke, everyone listened. Martin Johnson wasn't just a rugby player, he was an icon, a symbol of English grit and determination. His legacy continues to inspire players and fans alike. Paul O'Connell, the Irish warrior, the heart and soul of Munster and Ireland. This guy was a beast in the second row, a relentless force in the scrum, and a menace at the breakdown. He was known for his ferocious tackling, his unwavering work rate, and his ability to inspire those around him.
He led by example, putting his body on the line for his team time and time again. He wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty, and he always put the team's needs above his own. Paul O'Connell was more than just a rugby player. He was a symbol of Irish pride, a warrior who left it all on the field for his country.
Brian O'Driscoll, the Irish magician, the centre with the silken skills and the heart of a lion. This guy could do it all: run, pass, kick, tackle, you name it. He was a nightmare for opposing defences, always a threat to break the line with his dazzling footwork and his uncanny ability to find space.
O'Driscoll was a joy to watch, a true artist on the rugby field. He had an incredible knack for creating something out of nothing, turning a broken play into a try-scoring opportunity with a flick of the wrist or a moment of magic.
But he wasn't just about flair and finesse. O'Driscoll was also a fierce competitor, a fearless defender who never took a backward step. Brian O'Driscoll, the magician, the warrior, the legend. Sean Fitzpatrick, the all-black legend, the hooker who redefined toughness. This guy was a rock in the scrum, a relentless tackler, and a natural-born leader. He captained the All Blacks to their first World Cup victory in 1987, and he's widely regarded as one of the greatest hookers to ever play the game. Fitzpatrick was known for his incredible strength, his unwavering determination, and his ability to inspire his teammates. He led from the front, putting his body on the line week in and week out. Sean Fitzpatrick, the Iron Man, the legend. His legacy continues to inspire players and fans alike. JPR Williams, the Welsh wizard, the fullback who played by his own rules. This guy was a maverick, a one-of-a-kind talent who revolutionized the fullback position. He was known for his incredible bravery, his unorthodox running style, and his ability to create something out of nothing. Williams was a true individual, a free spirit who played the game with a smile on his face. JPR Williams, the unconventional genius, the legend. He'll always be remembered as one of the most entertaining and unpredictable players to ever grace the rugby field. Colin Meads, the legendary All Black, the lock forward they called Pinetree. This guy was a true icon of the game, a towering figure who dominated the rugby field for over a decade. He was known for his incredible strength, his uncompromising style of play, and his unwavering will to win. Meads was a man of few words, but his actions spoke volumes. He led by example, putting his body on the line every time he stepped onto the field. There's a famous story about Meads playing with a broken arm. Colin Meads, the Pinetree, the legend. His legacy continues to inspire players and fans alike.
Gareth Edwards, the Welsh magician, the scrum half who could do it all. This guy was a true genius of the game, a master of attack who could slice through defences with his speed, his vision and his pinpoint passing. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest rugby players of all time, and his try against the All Blacks in 1973 is considered one of the greatest tries ever scored. Edwards was a complete player, equally adept at running, passing, kicking and defending. He was knighted in 1978 for his services to rugby, a testament to his impact on the sport. Gareth Edwards, the Prince of Wales, the legend. His legacy will live on for generations to come.
So there you have it, folks. The top 10 rugby players of all time. Who do you think is the greatest rugby player of all time? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more great content on rugby and other sports. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more great content on rugby and other sports.